Okay, good morning, everybody. Today we're going to talk about e-services 101. So this goes through our online banking services and what we can provide you as a member within these services. So why do you want to bank online? There's multiple reasons, but the ability to see your accounts just about 24/7 is a huge benefit. And provides you peace of mind for your accounts. You can transfer money on the go. So say you're at an airport and the credit union's closed and you need to make sure that you have funds in your checking account, you can make that transfer and keep on going. You can see your account details. So if, for example, you need that account number or routing number because you decided to take a new job and need to get your direct deposit information, you're able to see that through our full website. You can avoid fees. So by making sure that you have the funds in your checking account when needed, you can avoid that $2 overdraft fee or the $30 NSF fee by avoiding taking your account in the negative. You can also transfer funds to FreeStar from other institutions. So if you have a loan with us and maybe you need to take funds from another account, by adding those accounts, you're able to make those loan payments. And you can also make check deposits. So really takes the hassle out of trying to get to the branch when it's open by making those check deposits through the mobile app. So enrolling in online banking is very easy, and it's as simple as going to our FreeStar Financial website and clicking on login, selecting online banking, and then enroll just below the username. What happens then is you'll need your full FreeStar Financial member number or account number, your full Social Security number, the mailing zip code that you have on file with us, and then your email address that's also on file with FreeStar. So these fields correlate directly back to our account system within the credit union, and just as making sure that you are who you are before we allow you to create a username and password. Once you've selected I am not a robot and enroll, it'll take you to the user ID and password screen. So it'll allow you to create a username. It will not allow you to create a username based on your email address or your social security number. However, you can be as creative or as generic as you'd like. It does have to be at least 5 characters or longer. And then your password has to be 9 to 32 characters, contain an uppercase, a lowercase letter, number, and a special character. So the reason that they have to be so long is because we want to make sure that your information is protected. Online banking and all internet systems can be hacked as we're going through the world easier and easier throughout the day. So adding these types of security into your password will allow hackers to take more time to try and break it if your password was compromised. So once you've logged in, you'll see your account screen. It's a really nice, clean look here and allows you to see your accounts and right off the get-go in a nice, clean place. So you can see your available balance, your current balance, any credit cards, hot loans, things like that. Over here on the side, you have additional options as well. So for example, if you click on that checking account, it'll take you to your account details. And those account details allow you to see how much is in your checking account. Also gives you additional options to transfer money, see your online statements, request statements, do stop payments, and things of that nature. It also will allow you to search your transactions up to the last 6 months. So if you know exactly what you're looking for, you may be able to just use the simple search button and search all whatever description you're looking for. So if you went out to eat and you're looking for something specific, a certain restaurant, you can type in that restaurant and say in the last 30, 90, 60 days. If you need additional search by selecting show advanced, you can really pinpoint a date range or create that 6-month look and continue to search from there. It's really handy when you're looking for something specific from maybe a bill that somebody says that you didn't pay and you know that it came out of your account. There's also the option to view check images. So this is really cool, and it helps you avoid having us print it off here at the branch. But by being able to view this, you're able to print it off or save it at home, email it to whomever you need to, which makes it very, very cool. There's also from the homepage the ability to make transfers. So when you're looking at this homepage and at the end of the line, you see 3 little dots stacked on top of each other. If you click on that and click transfer, it will allow you to make a transfer right from that account to wherever account that you need it to go to that's linked for the amount. Simply hit confirm or save and that money will go through. You can also make those transfers from the transfer button at the top of the screen, which allows you to select, again, any of the accounts that are linked to your profile. The other thing I want to point out here is that up the top, it does state that it allowed 2 business days for your Visa, FreeStar Visa to post. So if you do make a transfer from your checking or savings to your Visa, it'll be about 2 days before you see that balance reflected on your credit card. So for Transfer Now, which is also known as our external account transfer, so allows you to add accounts that are outside of the credit union, a really convenient tool for you. Once you click on that external transfer link, it'll take you out and you'll start the registration process. And the first thing that it wants to do is verify your email. So the big portion of this communication with this product is that it comes through email, and it will tell you at every step where your funds are going. So once you confirm that email address by coming in and adding your 6-digit code, you'll be able to transfer funds and add accounts. So on the home page of the external transfers, you'll see just below the from and to, you'll have an option to add accounts. And once we add, box will slide over from the right, and you'll be able to select whether it's a savings or a checking account. You can make it a nickname. And what's cool is like when you roll down here to your routing number, once you put in that routing number, it's going to confirm what institution it is. So here, the system confirms that, yes, this is, for example, Dordt Federal Credit Union, and then wants you to enter the account number. Once you've added that account number, it gives you a couple different options. Some of the larger institutions, such as PNC or Bank of America, will allow you to verify your account instantly, where when you select verify instantly, you'll put in your username and password for your other bank account. And then it may ask you for additional security steps at that time. That is based on the other institution system, not on our system. The other option is to verify with micro deposits or small deposits. And those deposits are similar to what you see with, for example, PayPal or Venmo, I believe, does it as well. So you'll show that it'll have you send 2 small deposits. As you can see here in the example, it'll show what's going to happen at the other institution, or in this case, the Portland Federal Credit Union. Once you select send me 2 small deposits, it'll have you look into your other institution for those small deposits. Once you go ahead and do that, it takes about 2 to 3 business days. And I'm going to stress business days for those deposits to show up. So once you're able to see those and bring it in, you'll come back into the external account transfer and put those in under the preferences. You will continue to get emails as you go through this process, and to add it, once you see your credit union, you'll select verify this. Keep in mind that even when an account is verified, it can take up to 3 days for the account to show up in your options to transfer. Moving on to e-statements. So there's a couple different places in our online banking suite to select online statements. The first place is under your account details and either your checking or savings accounts. The other place you can find it is on the home page over to the right under services. Once you select that online statements, if you've not already enrolled, you will see the agreement that'll populate for those who read those statements. You can go ahead and read through that, and then you can agree or disagree based on the terms and conditions of the that you've read. If you agree, you can go ahead then and select your e-statements from all the accounts that are linked to you. Such as any children or parents that you may or may not take care of as you move through life. Once you've hit next, those statements are available to you immediately. And there's a couple really great options here. So by view statement, that'll take you to a PDF that allows you to view your most current statement. So if you were to click on that today, you would view your May statement. By view history, it gives you the ability to see your last 18 months worth of statements. So the last year and a half of statements, which is really great for any tax purposes or things like that you may need. View notices allows you to view any tax documents at the end of the year. So any 1099s or things like that you may need for your tax preparation. As we move into our credit card history here, if you have a credit card with us, and that would show under loans and credits, you would simply select credit card and it'll take you out to another screen. So it's called Easy Card. We do not manage this program. This is through Visa, but it will allow you to view your current balance, your statement balance, any available credit that you have, and allow you to view your pending transactions or transactions that you've had on the Visa. You can also make payments to your Visa through this service as well through external accounts by selecting payments here, as well as view your statements. The easiest way to use this particular program is to log in through our online banking system. So this allows you to never get locked out of your Visa card. But instead, if you get locked out of your online banking, we can help you with that. So moving into bill pay. So this is our electronic bill pay system. It's up at the top of your screen as well, where it says pay bills, and will take you straight into your payment center. So if you have payment companies already set up, those will show right away, will allow you to type in an amount, and then you can pay on the go. But if you needed to add a company, so for example, you moved and now DTE is your company that handles your power of the home, you can search in the network for DTE right after you add a person or company. Once you find DTE, select them, and then you'll enter your account number, you'll confirm the account number, and then you can add a nickname so that you know that that's for your residence. And then you'll simply hit add. Once that's completed, it'll come up and be part of your profile as to your payees. So a couple of things I wanted to point out that members have struggled with in the past is what accounts are sent a check and what accounts are sent electronically. So when you go to make a payment, so for example, paying the school for lunch or for childcare or whatever it is that you need. In this case, it shows that you can send a rush delivery and it can get there overnight, which you do pay a $14.95 fee, or you can wait for a week and it can get there within a week. So that your payment will be processed. Once you hit confirm, another screen will pop up and it'll also tell you when the check is going to be delivered by, and give you kind of a disclaimer here that the check may be cashed before, after, or on May 20, in this case, May 27th. Now for electronic payments, it is a little bit, you don't have that week. It will go over onto the next, typically in the next day, gives you all the gray, boxes that you can set up payments. So it'll tell you once you hit review payment, it'll tell you where that's coming from and when as well it's going to withdraw from your account to go out to, in this case, this mortgage company. Now, there are options as well in online banking to send messages to us. So if you have a question or would like us to look at something for you, we do have a team of team members that review these messages. So you can always send us an email this way as well. And it's the most secure way to send us an email regarding a question or things like that about your account. So up in the upper right-hand corner of your main screen, there's an option for messages. And when you click on that, we also send you messages. So for example, when we updated our look over Easter Sunday this year, we sent a message to all of our online banking users that that change was coming, and allows you to click on it and read our message. The way to send us a message is just above that to hit compose message, and then you can select what account this is regarding, the subject. There is an other button if none of the options fit your needs, and then you can type us a message and hit send. We typically respond to you within the next 24 hours to make sure that your needs are resolved. The next button over is for like mobile banking or text banking. It's not typically something that we see members use, but the option is still there. We do have some members that like to use it. So once you've added your device, you can select, give every account that you have a different number, and then you can text back and forth from this number to allow so that you can get history on the go. Um, it's a great option if for some reason you don't have access to data or you're in an area where maybe internet is not available. The next option over is called activity, and this is a great security feature and allows you to see when and when somebody's logged in, when somebody's logged out. It'll also tell you if an address was changed or an email was changed, and really allows you to kind of keep an eye on what's been going on in your account. So for those security minded, who we do have quite a few members that are that way as well, to view, who has been in and out of the account and things of that nature. The next option over is settings, and we'll spend a little bit of time here in the settings option. But under profile, there's a few different ways to change information. So say, for example, you realize that you gave out your user ID to someone and you want to make sure that you get that changed, or even a password. Under settings and profile, it will allow you to change your username and your password so that you have that peace of mind. The other things that you can change in here is your address, your mailing address, and your email and your phone number. So say you move, say your contact information changed. This is a great way to update your information without having to come into the branch. Both of these systems update overnight to our internal core system here in the credit union. So this will update your account quickly without you having to come into the branch. Another under settings as well, in the second option on the box are your security and alerts. So these are really for your protection and allows you to maintain the security that you need in your account. So there are options here for security questions. So those that would prefer security questions over, for example, a two-step verification text code can select those 5 questions to answer instead. So just keep in mind that answers have to be 5 characters long, and they are case sensitive. So the system doesn't know if the answer that you put in is right or wrong. They just are looking for that for that answer. So for example, if you ask, you answer, what is my favorite candy? And you write chocolate, but you spell it wrong. It's looking for how you spelled chocolate the first time. Um, for identity verification code, so we do have a system that allows a text message to be sent to members so that to further protect their account. So to make sure that you are the person that actually has the phone, or you are the person that actually is in front of that computer. So when that verification code is sent, you want to make sure that you have the correct phone number. So for example, if you have a phone number that changed, you want to come in here and make sure that that phone gets added. If you have a joint owner on your account and who also needs access, you want to make sure that you add that significant other's phone number so that they're able to select which phone number to send that text message to. I'm going to skip alerts for now and move down to travel notice. So this travel notice will allow, if you're going out of the state for vacation or anything like that, we can open up your debit card. And this is a great way to send what that, where you're going, when you're going, so that we can open up your debit card appropriately. You can also send us a message through the messaging system that I spoke about earlier. So moving into alerts. So what's really great about this program is you can set an alert whether you have a balance that's greater or less than a certain dollar, if there's a credit transaction greater or less than a certain dollar, and so on. So you can, once you come into alerts and you select what type of alert you'd like. So the example I provided here was a balance that's less than $100 in my checking. And then you can select whether or not we're going to send that alert to an email or send that alert to your mobile phone. To be honest, I think the email is the easiest way. And you can enter multiple emails. So for example, you can set up your personal email, you can set up your work email, and you can have that alert sent to both at the same time. Just simply separate your multiple addresses with a comma. The thing to note about these alerts is that they only happen at 7 a.m. So they aren't live alerts, but at 7 a.m., the system will check your account. And if, for example, in this case, the checking account is at $48.41, we'll send an alert to this member saying, hey, your balance is under $100. You may essentially want to look at your account. Also under settings, and in the last box is accounts. So this is important because there are ways to hide your account. So say, for example, a CD matured and you closed it out and rolled it into your savings, but the $0 is still showing in your list. By coming into accounts and clicking on that certificate, you can actually hide this account by selecting the CD and then selecting hide account here. Sometimes an incorrect account is hidden, so that gives you the idea. So you can come into here and select the account and see if it's hidden or not. And it's simple to unhide it by unselecting it. You can also create nicknames for your special savings. So for example, this member uses an additional savings account as for bills, to save for their bills. So they've nicknamed this account bills. Another really great program that we have here at the credit union is called Credit Sense, and it's also part of our online banking suite. So this option allows you to view your credit report and view your credit score. So this can update daily. And how you get into this program is through the main page. If you scroll down and select My Credit Score, select Show Full Report, it'll take you out to another tab. So when you come in, the first thing you see is your credit score and report. So it gives you an idea of where you're sitting on the scale here in TransUnion, and kind of shows if you've increased your score or decreased your score in the last time that it was updated. It'll also give you analysis of your score. So it'll give you, a grade based on your payment history, a grade based on your credit age, your a mixture of accounts. So allows you to really learn about the mixture of accounts that you have on your credit report and really help boost what your credit score could be. It will also, under credit report, it'll give you the option to, and this is shown at the bottom of the screen, how many accounts you have, kind of show your monthly payments, and then we'll actually allow you to download and print your report if that's what you wanted to do. Keep in mind that these are soft pulls on your credit. So if you decided that you wanted to come in and do a personal loan to pay off any credit card debt because you think that'll help your score, the next screen will show a score simulator. So by paying off that debt, you find out that it's going to help increase your score. Remember that this score may be different than what is actually pulled in the credit union. So when you select to simulate your score, in this case, we chose to pay down the balance on all the credit cards, approximately $1,500 in this member's case. Just by paying down that balance, it's showing that the simulated score is going to increase 30 points. So it really allows you as the member to figure out what the priority is. And if you pay down on these things, how that can help your credit score. And by increasing your credit score, you're at a better place for lower interest rates, or you can take out different types of loans or things like that. And if we have a really great YouTube video on our YouTube channel that our lending managers put together to talk about your credit score and why that's important. So make sure that you check that out. And then the last thing we're going to talk about today is our mobile app and the different functions that you can do in the mobile app. There are a couple limitations, and I'll talk about that as well. But for the most part, everything that you can do on the full website, you can do through our mobile app. So to find our mobile app, you go to your app store. So for Apple users, that's your app store, or for Android, it's the Google Play Store, and you simply go to your search column and search for FreeStar Financial. Once you've downloaded it, it comes in and you'll enter your username and password. And once you've done that, you can come in and it'll show the top 5 accounts that you want here on the first page. By showing all of your accounts, it allows you to resort those options and give you a little bit of flexibility about what you see when you come in. You can also view your credit score. So all of that the credit sense that we talked about just before this, you'll be able to view and see your credit score on the go as well. We have a team member here that actually did it while they were sitting and waiting for their airplane to come in or getting ready to load onto their airplane. So it's a great way to kind of keep an eye on what's going on. You can also view your documents and statements. So say, for example, you're sitting with a mortgage lender and you need to get a statement to them quickly. This would be a great way to do that as well. You can also open accounts. So whether it's an additional checking or additional savings account, you can do that through the app as well. As in addition, you can manage your alerts. Out at the bottom, if you select transfer and pay, gives you a bunch of different options here. So we're going to make an internal transfer. If you can make it from your savings to checking or checking to savings. And once you confirm that, it'll go green for success or red for no go. You can also continue to use those external transfers as well. So if you've set up your account through the full website, so for example, in our previous slides, we had both Dordt Federal and Portland Federal Credit Union. That member is able to now come into the mobile app and make those transfers on the go. So whether they don't have access to their computer, but they got paid, they need to move money, or hey, I have some extra money at my Portland account, I want to pay off a credit card or things like that through FreeStar's bill pay. Simply move that funds from one point A to point B. You can also view any scheduled transfers or recurring transfers as well. Also, when you can make your bill pay payments as well. So you can pay any contacts that you've already started. You can add additional payees if you need to as well. So you have all the full capabilities as you do from the full website as far as bill pay goes. We also have the option to deposit a check. So next to transfer and pay, if you select deposits, you'll simply select deposit a check. What that new mobile deposit, you can deposit into your savings or your checking and then the check amount. I do want to point out here at the top where we're asking that under your signature, please endorse it with for mobile deposit only. So checks will be denied deposit if that is not written clearly on the back of the check under your signature. So once you've added the check and how much it is, you're going to select check take photos. It'll give you the opportunity to take a photo of the check front and then the opportunity to take a picture of the check back. It will ask if it's blur. If you see that it's blurry, like in this picture, it's a little blurry. You can have the opportunity to retake the picture of the check. And then you'll confirm the deposit. So at this point, you'll be able to say, oh, shoot, this check is really $120. I need to go back. So you can go back and edit the check. But if everything looks good, you can select make a deposit. It also, again, reminds you to endorse your check correctly with the for mobile deposit only. Once you've made that check deposit, you can come back to our first image here, and under view mobile deposit history, it'll tell you if it's pending, if it's been accepted, if it's failed. Keep in mind that checks are only looked at Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. So if you deposit a check outside of those hours, it may be the next day, or for example, on a Friday, it's going to be the next business day, which would be Monday, before that check is accepted. So if you need funds before the next business day, you'll want to make other arrangements, either use an ATM card to deposit the check through ATM, utilize our night drop features at all of our branches, or try to make it into one of our branches to make the deposit itself. Another great feature that came into our mobile app, previously our mobile app users always had to answer security questions, but the two-step text verification has also been entered as well. So this allows you to use that setup number. You can receive a call or a text message. Once you've received that text message, you simply enter your verification code, select verify, and then it'll tell you that the setup was successful or will take you straight into your accounts. Under the more option, this is where you can change settings and view instant balances when you open up the app. You can change your password. You can update your Touch ID. You can add additional phone numbers under that manage two-factor authentication. You can call us, view our rates or ATM locations. And I do want to point out under the other option for the ATMs and rates and the loan inquiries, it will take you out to your mobile browser and it'll show you the locations and ATMs from that option as well. It'll also give you the option to log out, and obviously that'll verify that that's what you want to do. That is everything that I had for today. Lori, was there any questions or anything throughout any additional questions or things like that?
Yes, there were two questions from Kathleen. She had her first question was, can you pay your FreeStar Visa Easy Pay via online banking bill pay? set up as a vendor for bill pay, or do you have to pay via the Easy Pay web link?
If you are going to pay your Visa, my suggestion from your FreeStar financial accounts, I would suggest simply doing a transfer. And the reason for that is it happens within our system, so that keeps um, it is the fastest way essentially to do it. Now, I would not suggest adding it as a vendor through bill pay. What happens is then it takes a check may be sent and you may miss a due date unintentionally. If we have the option for you just to transfer, that would be honestly the best way to do it. If you're paying from an external account, then you'll want to go into the credit card, into Easy Card and select make a payment and follow their steps to make that payment.
Okay, and the next question was, does viewing credit score, does it affect your credit score? Kathleen thought that she heard that the number of times that you look at your credit score can impact, your
And
your
that is
credit report affect your credit score.
and that is correct. However, in this case, because they're soft pulls, it's like a preview. So that's why this product is really great to be able to see where you're sitting at. So it's similar to a Credit Karma, but it's within our system. So you don't have to sign up for another program. What impacts your credit score is when you come into the credit union to look at maybe paying something off or perhaps purchasing a new car or getting a mortgage, things like that. Those types of hard pulls are what we are would impact your credit score.
Okay, and then Kathleen just wanted to let us know that she tried using the mobile app and clicked on it to send to her a text, but unfortunately, it sent her a phone message, and I said that we would.
Yes, and we have been made aware of that issue, so thank you, Kathleen, for letting us know. They are going to fix that problem with an updated release. I'm just not sure when that is coming. Should be
Hello.
And those were all the questions that were in the chat.
awesome. Well, that is everything that I had for today. Thank you everybody for coming. And if you have any further questions, feel free to give us a call here at the credit union and select option 7, and we can definitely help you with any of the online banking needs that you have.